5 best ways to tell if an egg is fresh or not. In order to cook your eggs safely, it is crucial to learn how to tell if the eggs are fresh. We have put together 5 best ways to tell if an egg is good or bad. Let us know in the comment section below which method you always use. Number 1. Air pocket. It is essential to know about the air pocket if you want to cook eggs. The eggshell is porous, and the eggs lose their airspace with time. Looking at the air pocket tells you how old the egg is. The fresher the egg, the smaller the air pocket, but the older the egg is, the larger the air pocket. This is very important in cooking. Number 2. Sell by date. Always look for the date stamped on the packet. Go to the supplier and ask for the packing date. You shouldn't rely on the sell by date, also known as expiry date, only as it is not always very helpful. Number 3. The float test. Fill 3 different glass tumblers with cold water. Place each egg in their glasses. How fresh is the egg? When the egg is fresh, it will sink to the bottom of the water in a horizontal position. When it's not so fresh, it will tilt slightly into a semi-horizontal position. If it's stale, it will sit up in a vertical position, but the completely stale one will float to the top of the water. Number 4. The egg yolk and white. For the fresh egg, the ring of white, jelly-like fluid clings around the yolk, and the yolk stays nicely in the middle. When the egg is not so fresh, the yolk in the middle looks slightly flatter, not surrounded by egg white fluid. The double ring is almost fading and looks watery white. The stale one has flat yolk and watery white. If you put that in poaching water, it will disintegrate. Therefore, you can't use stale eggs for poaching or anything else. It is better to discard it. Number 5. Crack the egg open and smell. This particular test will ultimately tell you whether an egg is good or bad unless you suffer from a medical condition known as anosmia, a lack of sense of smell. If you don't have the best before date or can't perform all the tests mentioned above, you can determine a rotten egg simply by smelling it. It will have a pungent, sulfurous, foul odor when you break it open or even before. The primary risk of eating stale eggs is salmonella infection, which can cause diarrhea, vomiting, and fever. Reduce the risk of salmonella by checking the expiration date, keeping eggs refrigerated, cooking them thoroughly before eating, and discarding eggs with cracked shells and bad smell. Salmonella illness can be severe and is more dangerous for certain groups of people. For example, non-breastfed babies under 12 months old and children under 5. Adults aged 65 and older, including those with a weakened immune system, are also at risk of getting the infection. Symptoms of salmonella infection usually appear 6 hours to 6 days after eating contaminated food. These symptoms include diarrhea, fever, and stomach cramps. In most cases, the illness can last for 4 to 7 days, and people recover without antibiotic treatment. Salmonella food poisoning is real and can adversely affect a person's health. Therefore, taking precautions when dealing with eggs is paramount. In severe cases where a person loses excessive fluids through diarrhea and vomiting, hospital admission may be required to replace lost fluids intravenously. But if a person can drink and hold down water, they are advised to drink plenty to stay hydrated. Prevention is better than cure. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe to our Healthy Foods channel.